Generating traffic and sales can be a challenge for online merchants. But selling on the Walmart Marketplace puts your products in front of millions of customers who shop on Walmart.com. And right now, sellers who join Walmart Marketplace can save up to 50% on referral and fulfillment fees for the first 90 days. So get started today. Head over to marketplace.walmart.com/savings. That's marketplace.walmart.com/savings.
Today's podcast is sponsored by SLI Systems, providers of intelligent site search and navigation solutions. Learn more at sli-systems.com and listen to their interviews at ecommercepodcast.com.
Your path to e-commerce success starts right here. You're listening to Practical Ecommerce, the podcast for e-commerce results.
Welcome back to another Practical Ecommerce podcast. This is January 2006, and we have another interview for you, a podcast here, which is also available on our website at practicalecommerce.com. This month was kind of exciting for me. I had a chance to speak with Harald Ponce de Leon and Christian Lescuyer, who are the lead developers of the osCommerce project. For those of you that are not familiar with osCommerce, go ahead and check their website at www.oscommerce.com. It is an open source shopping cart software written in PHP that is available for free and is arguably one of the most successful open source shopping cart softwares, if not open source projects, out on the internet today. It has attracted a community of over 100,000 members, and each of which contributing to the success of the project, helping other people with problems that they're having with their shopping cart, and overall helping to advance this project into what has become a very full-featured shopping cart system. So we had to edit this podcast a little bit just to bring it down in time. I admittedly had a little bit too much fun speaking with Harald and Christian, and what we have for you here is sort of the condensed version. So yeah, we're here with the gentleman from osCommerce. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and introduce yourselves so that I don't destroy your names.
Okay, I am Harald Ponce de Leon. I am the project leader and founder of the osCommerce project.
And I am Christian Lescuyer. I'm French, and I am one of the developers.
You're French?
I am, yeah.
The name gives it away.
Yeah, it sure does.
I'm Spanish, quasi-Australian, quasi-German.
Interesting.
Can you believe that?
What, if you wouldn't mind, what are both of your backgrounds? How did either of you, one, get involved in computers, and two, get involved with osCommerce?
Okay, I've been with computers for a long time, since the BBS and modem days, and it sort of evolved from there, where I then started working at a company for my job with computers, with web applications and software applications, and that's how I got started into making these solutions. And it's a lot of fun and a lot of stress at the same time as well.
What about yourself, Christian?
I'm an electronics engineer, and I started building computers for large companies, and then in year 2000 everybody wanted to do their own stuff with the web, so I quit and started with an online art gallery, and the project didn't turn out too well, but I started getting interested in e-commerce at that time and started with osCommerce in 2001.
How did the osCommerce project initially get started, Harald?
Okay, that was started out as a side thing at the beginning of 2000. I didn't envision that it would turn out to be what it is today. It was back then. It was more of a example resource study where those that are interested, or those that were interested in knowing how an online shopping system works, could come in, have a look, and see what's involved in part of an e-commerce venture. And the start was interesting because the interest and the community that the project attracted grew and grew and grew, and it is what it is today. And it's very satisfying to see the results of this, of the hard work that got put into the project.
What were the driving factors in making it open source or keeping it open source as time went on? The project started out as an open source solution for the fact that was the only way interest could be gained. If it was a closed source solution, then no one could take a look at how the system works, or no one could provide the feedback, and no one could work on it and improve on it themselves. And that's what the open source philosophy brings in, it was like an invitation for anyone to come along, to take a look and to improve it. So that was one of the requirements of starting this, that it had to be open, that it had to attract interest, and later, as it came out, it attracted a community. And so it was an important factor for the project that it was open source, that this community was attracted, that a team was able to be put together with Christian, for example, also joining the team. And I think that was also his inspiration for joining the team, because everything was so open, and I'm sure Christian can expand on that.
Oh yes, it was really chance I found the project, but it was so I started helping people out on the forum and tweaking stuff to get it to work with specific tax problems, that sort of stuff. And I had an actual invitation because at some time Harald sent a mail to me and asked if I was interested in joining the team. And that was my first open source project experience, actually, and I was very happy that I was considered to be part of the team. And this is rewarding as a project, and also as a recognition of what you can do for the community, and it's a very nice feeling, actually.
Yes, it's one thing to use an open source solution. It's one thing to participate in an open source solution or project, and it's yet another thing to lead the direction an open source solution takes. And it's the results are very rewarding, and that's what makes people jump into this open source area, is that the work that they put into it are shared by others, and together they reach a result which is very self-satisfying. Sure.
So then you sort of compiled a team as time went on. Originally this was a hobby for you, correct?
Yes. As the time went on, you could see that when the community was building up, who was active, who was providing feedback, who was working on contributions, and who was helping others. And it was those people that I originally asked if they were interested in joining the team to take the project yet another step forward.
So I guess the burning question on a lot of people's mind is probably how is it possible that osCommerce is free? Is it free because it lacks features, or is not as robust as a solution that you would pay for, or what's the how in the world can this thing be free?
Harald.
Okay, it's free. It started out free because it was a hobby project at the beginning. It was this example resource study, and it was due to the open source license that the project was released under. It allowed anyone to come along and to work on the project, and to take it to the next step. And that wouldn't have been possible if the project was not under an open source license.
So do you think the project gets more attention then because of the community of people volunteering to work on it, or versus a paid
Definitely. The advantages that the open source philosophy brings to the project is that anyone can come along to work on the project and to improve it, and that's what has been going on for the past few years, and since it started actually. And we've grown today to a point where we are one of the most successful e-commerce, open source e-commerce solutions out there, and that's nothing that could have been achieved just by one person offering a closed source solution.
The next topic I wanted to sort of touch on what you guys feel from a retailer standpoint, the strengths of the osCommerce project are, and then I'd like to talk a bit about the weaknesses. But first, if you guys don't mind kind of outlining what you feel the strengths are about the osCommerce project versus other shopping cart solutions.
Okay, the biggest strength of the project is, of course, its open source nature. It's the community that it has attracted, and how that has affected the direction of the project. Right now, we have over 100,000 registered users worldwide, and these users are normal users. These are developers who are working for clients, and these are also new and existing store owners. And it's this community that has contributed to the success of the project. They have there's over 3,000 extra features as contributions what these people have submitted or participated in the project, and that's 3,000 extra features, and I don't know any other shopping solution that has 3,000 extra features that anyone can download, that anyone can install, and also for free. It's an amazing feat to have accomplished, and it's really nice to have. Nice to know that if this software doesn't cater to one's needs, that they'll definitely find the feature that they want as a contribution.
When you say as a contribution, you mean as something that somebody uploaded to the website as almost an add-on module to the system?
Yeah, as an add-on module, and anyone can install these add-on modules to their osCommerce store, and also contribute what they have worked on themselves, and share that with the others.
Interesting.
And also, I think due to the open source nature of the software, you have a real lot of available developers all over the world that can manage and upgrade and change your shop for you if you're not able to do it yourself. That is, choosing osCommerce for your retail business is a very good choice, because even if your developer is not available later on, then you will be able to call on a huge number of developers, and this is, I think, very interesting for a business that relies on its website to live.
You guys feel like the project is very strong in many points. Do you have any sort of insight as to what some of the weaknesses are? What other solutions might provide that osCommerce is unable to provide, or reasons why companies may choose not to use osCommerce versus another solution?
Well, I have one. I don't know about Harald. As of milestone 2, which is the available version right now, it's, in my opinion, quite difficult to change the graphics design, because the commerce engine is not really separate from the presentation layer. And so you have to spend quite a lot of time to get your own graphics design in. And we are working on this at the moment, and this will change with the next version.
Interesting. So
Yes, that's going to change. That's going to change with the Milestone 3 release, and that has a new framework that allows such a separation to occur, where one can change the layout of their store just by going through the administration tool and setting some parameters there, and also adding extra features like in contributions or extra add-on modules. It's no longer necessary to edit source code files, and that was an important step to take for the next release. And the MS2 release is somewhat outdated for today's standards, but it's a very proven structure or framework, and it still remains successful today. And that's how much we put into quality of the work that we do, and that you can see that it's the new framework for MS3 is amazing. The new capabilities that it can provide is outstanding. It's really going to improve on our success and allow the communities to grow, to allow them to make extra add-on modules that were not otherwise possible.
Great. So it sounds like even though the system is outdated, it's still competitive.
Oh yes.
Interesting. When can we expect
today
Milestone
we have
3?
The ultimate question. There's no release date for that. The only release date that has been provided is for the final 2.2 release, and it's going to be in January 2006, next year.
Okay, and sometime next year, probably the Milestone 3 then, or?
No, that's MS3 will be out before then.
Oh, okay.
And then comes a testing ground MS4 release, and then comes a finalized 2.2 release in January.
Now, does the osCommerce system allow for integration with order management software, shipping software, things of that nature, financial software?
There are add-ons for that, for the desktop applications that are out there to manage one's own inventory and customer relations, etc. And what osCommerce provides is also its own administration tool to take care of the customers, the products, and the orders that are made. And each payment and shipping method that the project provides is based on modules. So that means if you need an extra payment service or a shipping service, it's just as easy as installing this module, and you have the functionality right there straight away.
And osCommerce offers pretty much all the same payment gateways as other shopping cart solutions?
I would say more than others, due to the open source nature and due to anyone being able to make a module themselves for their own payment gateway that's not yet available as a module, and then having a choice to provide this to the community as well, and to participate in a community and to be part of the success of the project, of the community.
Sure. A couple quick wrap-up questions for you. Where could somebody get osCommerce if they're interested in trying it out or learning more about it?
Okay, you can download that at our website, www.oscommerce.com. It's available for free under an open source license. You're more than welcome to download it, to install it, to take a look. It won't cost you anything, and you won't be disappointed by what it offers you.
I've also noticed it's available through some hosting companies. Various cPanel users are able to install it directly. Is that something that has happened on its own, or is that something you guys have sort of helped along?
No, that's happened on its own, and if you already have a hosting package, then it's more than likely that your hosting provider does offer osCommerce as an e-commerce solution, and installing it that way will be much more easier. And as soon as it's installed, I'd suggest coming to our website, to our community forums, and participating in the community as well.
Great. And the burning question on my mind and everybody else's, I'm sure, is how do you guys make a living doing this if it's open source and it's free? And more importantly, how can we support the project if we would like to?
Okay. Well, Christian, go ahead.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll start. I'm making a living by designing websites. About half of them are e-commerce websites, of course, with an osCommerce base. And my spare time is spent coding for osCommerce as a volunteer work.
Okay. Is most of the team volunteer then?
Yes,
yes.
most of the team is on a voluntarily basis. They work in a similar situation as to how Christian works with the project. If someone wants to contribute back to the project, there are numerous ways one can do that. It's just as simple as participating in our community by helping others in the forum. We have experienced a lot that there are new store owners that come to our community forums that start asking questions about how they can do certain stuff with the online store, and then maybe 1 or 2 months later we see these same store owners come back to the forums and they start helping other new store owners, and it's this cycle that contributes to the success of the project, that makes the community grow, and it leads from there to making also add-ons available to everyone else that a store owner has made for themselves, and that's what has grown to this large amount of extra features that a store owner can that has access to that they can install on their online stores. And just keeping this cycle alive is more than enough to participate in the community.
Great. And you, Harald, how is it that you're able to work on this project full time?
Okay, I'm working on this project full time as the sponsorship programs that we have available that community members can participate in has helped me financially, and where that's currently not enough to get other people involved in the project full time, and we're looking at ways now to help in that cause.
Well, I guess we're kind of wrapping up. I wanted to make sure and say thank you to both of you. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know we're halfway around the world, so we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity for the interview and for the additional personal touch that it gives to the community.
Great.
Yeah, thank you indeed.